What is up, everybody? My name is Bolio. Welcome back to the game 2. And this time, I've done more research. I understand the noir better. So what happened last time is that I accidentally triggered a failsafe that the game has to keep you from keeping most of the lights off. So apparently, having most of the lights off and reaching a certain point in your run, the noir have a very high chance of just killing you with no warning and no way to stop them. So, once again, as I mention all the time, this game is super unfair, and that's just that little in-game failsafe is just a part of the game being super unfair. So, we're not going to turn the lights off. Lights are not going off. Lights are staying on. I looked into how Lucas works, and from what I read on the wikis, it doesn't seem like the lights have a huge effect on his activity in your place. I'm sure they do, but it's just from what I've been able to find, there is no correlation there. So I'm just going to sit on the hope and prayer that it doesn't have a correlation and that I'll be fine. So the important thing is, if ever Lucas is here, turn the computer off and then get out and then get in the bathroom. That's it, right? Because as far as I'm aware, you should be fine in those scenarios. Maybe flip off like a few lights on the way to the bathroom, I guess, but I don't know. Worst case scenario is that it just keeps Lucas in your apartment for longer. So, and again, that's worst case scenario. I'm fairly certain it won't kill you having the lights on. But it will kill you having enough of the lights off, so I'd just rather not have to deal with that at all. Yeah. So, plan this time, do exactly the same shit I did last time, except, there we go, except lights on, and hope that, because I was right at the end last time. I was only 2 keys away. I had all the DOS that I need. Because you need 250 DOS coin to enter the Noir Tunnel. So I had everything I needed outside of 2 of the keys, and I was making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. So, you know, this time I literally just need to do everything I did last time. I forgot to get fucking notepad. God damn it. I forgot to whip up a notepad. Shit. It's not that big of a deal. I'll get that set up in a second. First thing to worry about is getting the DOS coin going. We need... a big part of my strategy is the red spot that gives you the good DOS. That is a necessary part of my strategy. So I do not care how long it takes. That is a actual, like, needed part for my plan. That's definitely not it. I don't even need to check. I can see it on the... Far enough to be a new spot. I can never tell. That's not it, but that is a pretty solid-ish spot for a red that isn't the good one. Hoping that might be a new spot. Yeah, I know it's a little boring to watch me searching for a big chunk, but trust me, that is like absolutely necessary for my strategy. This is like actually without a question the most important part of all of my runs is getting this spot. That's pretty fine. Yeah, as soon as I get that red spot, we'll be golden and we'll get going into the actual game, the meat and potatoes. That's not a bad spot, honestly. It ain't great, but it ain't bad. Again, for a red spot, it's not bad. It is very important comparison because a lot of... I feel most, if not all, green spots would be a little better than that. Nope. 2700 though, that's the right... No, it's not the right time. It's 2770 seconds. Gives 277 DOS coin. Probably be the last red spot on this floor, so... Hoping that's it, so that I... Nope, it is not. Alright, well... 'Tis the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, if we're looking at it statistically, it is more likely that I'd need to move to a different floor to find the actual red spot, because, you know, statistics and all that, how many spots there are in this game. Green spot. Honestly, if I get this set up early enough, I might invest in another VPN, like I did last time, just because, man, I was making DOS so fast. Even if the second VPN wasn't doing too much, it was still adding passive DOS, and over the course of that night, it definitely paid itself back, like, in a steep multiplicity. So... trying to do the same thing as usual. Whatever I did last time worked because I got very fucking close. The only thing that I did wrong that didn't work is literally just I had the lights off and that got me killed. Which I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen, is getting killed because the lights were off. But hey, I looked it up after I died, figured it out, I understand what I did wrong, and I'm not gonna do it again. It is funny that so deep into my playthrough of this game, I'm still learning very important gameplay mechanics. But hey, welcome to the game. That's not it, but that's a pretty solid spot for a red. So, my biggest concerns for this run is Lucas and the Noir. The Noir are easy to deal with. The problem with them is just that they're the obstacle I understand least, gameplay-wise. Breather's easy. He's annoying when he actually does show up, but he's easy, and it's already unlikely for him to show up anyways. Especially because early enough in, like, you should really get all of your alley stuff done within the first hour of the game before you get any keys. Oh, that's it. Beautiful. All right, let's get going. We'll get started. We'll just get started breaking into a new Wi-Fi. So this, while that's happening, this is where I'm gonna whip out my notepad. Where is it? Sticky notes. I'm just gonna use that again. Oof. Okay, not move. Sticky note. All right, cool. 28 7G 5X QI 89. I forgot to type probe. I always forget that at the start of the thing. Good. Honestly, as soon as I hit 25 DOS, I'm gonna go ahead and grab another VPN and go place it in that green spot in the down spot down there. Because so early in the night, it's gonna literally do nothing except make me a ton of extra DOS. So, in my humble opinion, I am HO. It's very much worth it. So another thing I learned is that remember a few streams ago when I said it doesn't matter if they're out on the balcony? Yeah, that was wrong. Actually, that was wrong. So that's actually the reason you're able to, while you're sitting in this chair, that's the reason you're able to look over that far, is because you're able to see the balcony from this chair. That's why you're able to turn left. Like, look, you're not really able to see anything right, but left, you're actually able to see that window and that balcony, and that is important. And I had no idea, but it is very important. 6, 7. I hate myself. But basically, what happens is after the third key, when this window opens and Lucas becomes active alongside it, once the Noir pop up here, you need to stand up out of your desk and get rid of them, which is easy to do. I'm actually gonna... Nah, I'll leave that light on. It doesn't really need to be off. Which is easy to do. It is easy to do. It's literally just stand up out of your chair, turn around for 10 seconds, turn back, make sure they're gone, sit back down. But that is a absolute necessity. You need to do that after the window's open. Because if you don't, they will kill you. D5 is Samantha. Right. Get the next one going. But yeah, like, I cannot stress enough that that is an absolute necessity. Which I do not know if I've ever died to that before. I bet I probably have. But that's how they kill you at your desk. Or that's one of 2 ways they kill you at your desk. The other way is what happened last stream, which was, I had too many lights off, so they just killed me. Ah, I forgot how fucking long that takes to ship. God damn it. I'm gonna go ahead and put my dash so that I know. Once again, as last stream, in case you didn't watch it, my system is I write down the passwords here, and then I put a dash by the one that I'm currently using, so that if my power goes off and I end up getting disconnected, I know to reconnect to the other one, the one that does not have a dash. SS is passport. Got it. All right. We're ready. We're good. We're golden. All right. So I lied. We're not going to go get that VPN right away. We're actually going to... I'm going to also only be on this Wi-Fi for until 10:36, which I will then switch over to SS Wi-Fi. So I lied. We're actually going to wait until this... What the fuck? We're going to wait until we get 45 DOS by the motion detector, or the first motion detector, and then go grab that stuff. Just to save us a trip. What the actual fuck is going on? Why is my ANN tweaking? Oh my god, actually what is going on? Why is my ANN tweaking? Oh. Ah, shit. That is very weird. I've never seen ANN act up like that. Makes you wonder if Adam heard me jokingly teasing the game a little bit in some of the earlier streams and got mad at me. I think it's just a bug. I don't think Adam is watching my streams. I would be genuinely shook if he was. Not shook in a bad way. Shook in a good way. I'd say it's a good way. Because it'd be exciting for the developer of a game to be watching my stream of me playing their game. Even if Adam has a odd past with watching live streams. Not here to dig up old corpses. That's a weird way to word that. I just forgot how the saying actually goes. Open old wounds? I don't know. Burned at the stake, I don't know if it's going to be open yet, but I know it opens at some point during the night. I think it does, at least. I might possibly be thinking of a different website. Who knows? I don't know. No, for all I'm aware, corpses for sale. Is this one of the open ones? I think not. But who knows? Oof. I will say this game is a very relaxing change of pace from what I was recording last night. Me and my friend hopped on Discord and recorded me playing a FNAF game. Not a FNAF, like, main series game, but, shit, I think this one might be closed. We played a FNAF fan game, and the night 5 was unreasonably difficult compared to the rest of the game. It was a lot of fun, but man, I got mad. So it's nice to be able to sit down and not be stressing too hard. I find Welcome to the Game 2 fairly relaxing. I mean, obviously it gets a little stressful later game, just because that's how any video game is really designed, let's be real, but... do we have Anon 2? That's really all I'm looking for right now. I'm not seeing it so far. I might go ahead and switch over to the other Wi-Fi. I believe is open. I'm gonna use this to check over to SS pass. I spelled that wrong. Passport. Boom. Oh, hey, what's up, Cade? Thanks for popping in. I understand wanting to catch up, so don't feel like you need to stay here. But yeah, thanks for popping in to say hi. I'm almost 57. I don't know why I'm checking the window now. I know they're not going to be there. Like, what am I doing? I practically just started. Oh, what is this one? No Anon 2. I probably should have searched I real quick. I'm actually gonna pop back over to I, make sure I didn't miss a key, because I is very easy to check for keys. I'm getting, no, it is gonna be successful. Don't say it like that. No, I got it this time, I swear. This is gonna be a perfect run. There's gonna be no problems. I'm gonna do everything right. Last time I got a key here, it was up in this corner. Nah, this looks clear. Alright, yep, see ya. Thanks for stopping in. Ooh, I have enough for the, I might just go ahead and do that real quick. Get the motion sensor, then go down and grab my stuff. I'd really like to find Anon 2 first, but I'm also missing out on money the longer I leave that VPN just sitting in the alleyway. Breather fucking curled over that, just going as he do. I'm also giving him a... I know the breather doesn't work like this, but if this were real life, he'd see that drone and he'd have plenty of time to go check up on it, see that there's a package there, and be like, ah, I'll just camp here. I don't remember what his voice sounds like. I've heard it a couple times. He gives off the Tomura Shigaraki voice vibe, if that makes literally any sense. He just seems like he'd talk with a really raspy voice. Hidden pleasure. I think this should be open. I think so. I hope. Yeah. I'm seeing a big ol' lack of Anon 2. No, that always makes me think. Every time I see that, I'm like, oh, that's it. No, it isn't. It's such a long PGP block. I still don't even know what PGP blocks are. Like, I don't really understand what they for, but... Here, I'll go ahead and disconnect. God, it would be so sad if I forgot to lock my door. Well, glad I haven't found any keys yet, or that would have actually been an issue. I mean, really, the door being unlocked isn't an issue until your third key when Lucas becomes active. Because once he becomes active, then having the door unlocked is gonna kill you. I really hope the breather doesn't get me, though. That would be such a disappointing way to end this run. Fucking 25-minute Welcome to the Game 2 stream, I get bodied instantly. Dude, that stream that I died in like an hour and a half was embarrassing how quick I died there. Like, Alright, I think... Good to pick up my packages. I'm going to once again return to the door area, though. As far as I'm aware, it's always good... As far as I'm aware, it's always good to double check like this. Because I've seen people get killed by the breather after they checked going to get their packages and then decided not to check leaving with their packages. I think we're... Good. Alright, I'm only gonna have to see breather one more time. Well, see the breather is giving him a lot of credit. I only have to worry about seeing the breather one more time this run. Because I'm gonna go get the second motion detector very soon. Honestly, I might even be able to just go ahead and get that ordered and shipped by the time I get back. That's okay. Glad I wasn't down there for that. Okay, I was very worried I'd get noired right there. They don't kill you if you open the door on them, but they kill you if you open the door and then walk forward into them. You know, obviously. I really don't know how close you can put that to the doors and the walls, but or the doors and the elevator doors, but I like putting it there. That makes me feel comfortable. It also gives me a very long warning if he does end up tripping the sensors, which he can avoid the sensors. It's dumb, but he can do it. I mean, it also kind of makes sense. It's almost like he's a trained hitman. It's not like he'd fall for every, like, bullshit trap laid for him. It's not like Home Alone, right? Like, I'm not fighting the wet bandits here. I'm fighting trained killers. Just good habit to... I don't have enough yet, but I'm very close to having enough. How much is that second one? 5 every 238, which is about one every... I'm just gonna say it's about one every 50 seconds. Something like that. I'm not the best at that sort of math off the top of my head, but no matter what, that is still pretty solid. Alright, motion detector. Off this Wi-Fi. And then next thing my DOS is going for is, my dots will be next used for WPA2, and then we're going to get those going as best as I can. Be shocked if they were just waiting there for me this time. Alright, I will say, good chance that Breather's actually going to be there this time. And I only say that because I feel... I only say that because I feel I'm due for a Breather encounter over this entire series. What did I do? Are you kidding me? What? Oh, fuck off, dude. Are you kidding me? Right when I click my fucking mouse, too. God damn it. Oh, that's so typical. Oh. That is some fat shit right there. That is humongous shit. The biggest pile of dookie I have ever seen in my fucking life. Right as I click my stupid fucking mouse is when I fail. God damn it. Shut up, Adam. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, that's 30 minutes of my life I'm never getting back. I usually don't do multiple runs in a stream, but I feel like, you know, just because that one was only 30 minutes long, I might as well do a second one. I knew he was gonna be there too. And I was doing it right. I was literally doing it right. Well, hey, at least now I'm a little vindicated putting him in thumbnails. Because I had to deal with his stupid ass. He's like actually the easiest person in the game to deal with too. Like that is such an easy mini game. It's literally just every time the door opens, hold it. You know, it's just like it's literally the exact same mini game he has in the first game. Except it's easier to know he's there in this game than the first game. The first game, it's a I really don't know how you're supposed to know he's at your front door if you're sitting on your computer. I have no clue how you're supposed to figure that out. Like, genuinely, I'm of the belief that I need to do some more research into that. Maybe there's some audio tells that he's there, but it feels like it's literally just, nope. You didn't check the front door this arbitrary, random fucking generated time. Now you're dead. Sorry, try again. And it's like, oh, the times you do get him, it's like, oh, you just so happen to be at the door when he spawned. Congratulations, you can now fight the breather. Man, of course the run, I'm talking all big game too. Like, I understand it. I figured everything out. This is gonna be easy. I basically just need to play the game now and I'll win. I didn't even need to check that. I should have known. Ah, God. Every time I walk past those stupid pans hanging from the ceiling, I low-key think it's a noir just hanging around, ready to butt-fuck me. It never is. I just always think it is. Ah, shit. I need to get a new sticky note. Or, I just need to empty all the shit that's in the sticky note I have right now. God damn it. Because now all of those fucking Wi-Fis are worthless. That's not a bad spot for red, but not what I'm looking for. Nope. Man, I found that spot so early last time too. I'm worried that this is going to be one where I'm going to have to basically go down all the way to the first floor before I get it figured out. God damn it. No, alright, that's this whole floor searched. Time to check the not the hallways, this thing, and then check the next floors. Because my floor is fucking buns. Nothing there. Green, once again. It's a pretty big green spot, too. What if it's the same spot as last time? I doubt it, but, you know, that would be cool. I don't know if it's randomly generated every time the game opens or every time a new run starts. I'm sure it's every time a new run starts. I think it's just coincidental that the green spot, or one of the green spots, happens to be in the same spot. Yeah, no, it's definitely it. Ah, shit, man. I found that so fast in the last run. I found it even before the 20-minute, or technically 10-minute grace period ended. Man, I think this game is hard now. I'm not even playing 13... That bugged my game. I'm not even playing 1337 mode. 1337, essentially, all of the enemies are active at the beginning of the game. You don't get free VPN. You only have two... You have one DOS coin and one backdoor hack to start off with. So you basically only have two backdoor hack chances before your game is completely over, because if you fail those, then you can't make DOS coin, which you need to get into the Noir Tunnel. The hacking minigames are extra hard. And the police timer is shortened also on 1337, so you have less time to be on Wi-Fi before the police track you. I'd be willing to try 1337, but that's like a far future thing. That's one of those, like, if I started making money off of YouTube, which is never gonna happen, but if on that very, very, very slight off chance I did start making money off YouTube, I would be willing to do that, because then I would be doing it and be getting paid for it. And then my suffering would at least yield some reward outside of the pride I'd get from beating 1337 mode. And 1337 mode is a huge commitment to be able to beat too, so I'd like to be able to, you know, eat and not have that be all my free time being spent on figuring out 1337 mode and its strategies. For now, I'll be satisfied with beating this in the normal mode, because that's already an achievement in itself. Not even Markiplier beat this game. Now granted, that's for other reasons outside of just the game being hard, but still, he didn't beat the game, so... Well, I mean, the game being hard was one of the reasons, but that wasn't the primary reason. It was because Adam was discovered to be a little bit of a cornball when there was another streamer who streamed this game who Adam was messing with his game, and Mark thought that Adam might be doing that to his game, so he decided to stop playing, which is very reasonable. I do really wish there was a way to check without having to go all the way back up to your stupid-ass computer. But whatever. 'Tis part of the setup, and it's part of the setup that I'm willing to take every time, if I must. Oh, I just wish it was a little faster, and I wish there wasn't so many spots to explore for that. It's only going to take longer and longer the deeper I get, because then the longer I'm walking in between the VPN movement and the computer. That's really the biggest problem with needing to go back to the computer to check the VPNage, is just because you've got to... It's a long walk, and that takes a fuck ton of time going up and down. Be a little better if this was the player apartment, but no. Yeah, man. That's it for floor 2. Well, it's not floor 2, it's floor 6, but in my dumb head, it's floor 2. Check this spot before I move on to floor 5. I will say, if I do die on this run, I'm not doing a third, even if I die very early. Just because I'm already an hour in. Damn, man. And I would like to be able to do other stuff tonight, because this... A solid... Oh, that voice crack was tragic. A solid run in this game lasts anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, so... Nah, 2 to 3. 2 to 3 hours. But that's like a good run, is 2 to 3 hours, depending on how quickly you're getting keys. What do we got here? Damn, man. I'll find the spot eventually, I swear. It is very important that I do. Oh man, I'm dropping frames like crazy. What is going on? What's up with my frames? Well, I'm not dropping frames in game. I'm dropping frames in the stream though. What's going on with that? Why is stream running so ass? What? I've never had issues with this game before. I haven't had issues streaming before. Is my internet acting up? Am I getting hacked? God damn it. Damn, OBS is telling me I've dropped 3,600 frames. When the fuck that happened? Why did that happen? I'm hooked up to Ethernet, so I shouldn't be bugging like this. What the hell? Easy $40. Oh, yeah, I don't have enough. Wasn't what I actually meant to buy. Spot sucks. Whoops. It seems like everything's going fine now. What the hell was happening earlier? That was so odd. Because that wasn't even happening earlier in the stream either. I have no idea what was up with that. Whatever. I hope it doesn't happen again. Because I don't know what caused it, and I don't know how to fix that. I think it might have just been my internet bugging a little bit. Oh no, I'm dropping frames again. What the hell? What is going on? Here, I should also keep an eye on my CPU percentage, I guess. Maybe something's causing that to jump, which is making me drop frames. I have no idea. That was so odd. Why does that keep happening? It's going again. No, CPU doesn't look like it's high. I'm going the wrong direction. What the hell? Damn. I moved my chair. Did I somehow move it like onto my... That all looks fine. That's so odd. Wrong way again. Oh my god, I'm gonna find the spot eventually. Done with floor 5, I think. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and say that's it for floor 5. Down here. Why not? I believe floor 4 isn't accessible. I think it skips down to floor 3. I will see about that when I get there, though. Fuck, dude. It seems like it's only happening when I'm messing with the V. What's going on? I'm gonna... Hang on. Well, that's not right. Yeah, I have no clue. Man. Or is not accessible. be the fucking spot, dude. I'm tired of going all the way down. If those frames keep being an issue, though, I might just go ahead and end stream early, because even if this is... I don't want the winning run to be plagued with frame rate issues. I say as it's currently being plagued horrendously with frame rate issues. Oh my god. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it here. Like the frames are terrible. I genuinely don't know what's going on with that. I have never had this. Well, I've had this issue a couple times, but it's never been this frequent and bad. And it's usually not frame dropping. It's usually just, man, I got stuff wrong with my bitrate and whatnot, or something like that. Fuck, dude, I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank y'all for watching. Sorry